Welcome back to GearWire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley. We're going to be taking a look at the Universal Audio LA-610. The LA-610 basically combines two classic Bill Putnam designed circuits. There's the 610 preamp circuit, and this is the LA or leveling amplifier circuit that features the T4 optical compressor. Both of these channels are just classic, sought-after sounds, incredibly musical, very warm sounding, very flexible, and both of them are available in this one unit. It's 2 rack spaces high. It goes for about $1,500. Now, this is obviously not your Art Tube MP preamp. However, it is very affordable considering the sound that comes out of this thing. This is a world-class channel strip. It's sounds great on a number of different sources. Sounds great on bass, great on guitar cabinets. It sounds great on voice. We're going to be listening to it on bass first in this video, and then we're going to do another video where we hook up an AKG C414 to it, and I will sing for you. But first, let's listen to this guy on the bass. So we've got our G&L Tribute L2000 plugged into the high Z input on the front of the 610 section. We move our input selector over to high Z. Now you can either do 47 kiloohms or 2.2 milliohms. Let's just leave it on 47K right now. We've got our coarse gain adjustment right here. 0, +5, +10, -5, -10. There's a -15 decibel pad right up here if you need it. Here's our fine gain, or fine trim for the gain. Let's bring this guy up. Now, if we want to get more grit out of this, we can boost the gain in the coarse selector here. And get quite a bit of distortion out of it. Let's try for even more here. There it is. Bring that guy back down. Cleaner sound. Now we've got a simple EQ over here. It's basically a high shelf and a low shelf. The high shelf, we set the shelving point with this toggle right here. We've got it on 10K right now, which is basically the highest shelving possible. Let's bring it down to 4.5K for the bass, and let's take out the high a little bit here. Go for sort of a more classic bass sound. A little more thump. Now down over here, we've got the low shelving. Let's crank the guy up right around 100 hertz right here for the bass. Again, this is sort of a coarse adjustment. We got +1.5, +3, +4.5. It's almost too much right there. So they're not too subtle, but they're always musical, all these adjustments. Let's move over now to our compressor side. We get a really punchy bass tone out of this guy. Now you can see it's a very simple control layout here. We've got our peak reduction, we've got our output gain, the gain compensation right here. Right now our mode is in bypass, which basically means we're not engaging the peak reduction right now, we're just engaging the gain. So if we move over to compressor, we now have a soft knee compressor. Limiter would basically be 1 over infinity, a real just brick wall limiter right there. If we move over to compressor, it's more like a 1 over 2 or 1 over 4. That's not really adjustable, but it doesn't matter. It's a really unique sound with a really musical long release time. Let's just give this a listen. We've got our peak reduction up here. Let's increase our gain compensation. Listen to how long and smooth that release is. That is just an incredibly musical leveling amplifier. Let's play this guy with a pick real quick, just so you can get an idea of the real kind of cool grindy tones we get out of this guy. I'm going to bring our gain up again and our level up, take our output gain down a little bit. So right now I've got our gain at +5 over on the 610 side. We've got our level at about 6. And you can see where our peak reduction and output compensation gain are. Now I think I want a little bit more pick attack than that, so I'm going to bring the highs back in a little bit here. So now I've got our highs reduction and only about -4.5 decibels. Maybe a little bit too grindy for me. Let's take the peak reduction down. There we go. So that was the Universal Audio LA-610 on bass guitar. We're also going to check it out on vocals. Like I said, a very versatile sounding recording channel strip. Basically anything you plug into it will sound good. There are a couple things that sounds great on bass guitar, voice, and guitar cabinets. We're going to check out voice next. Stick with us here on GearWire.com. I'm Owen O'Malley. See you later.